Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to talk about how to become an influential person. Whether it is how can I become an influential leader, an influential communicator, or simply how can I become more influential when I'm dealing with people on a day-to-day basis. I'll share with you 10 areas on how you can become more influential. Before we start, don't forget to hit like and subscribe to support my channel. Thank you so much. Becoming influential is a skill that can be developed. I don't believe that we are born as influential leaders or as influential communicators, for instance, but it takes hard work and dedication, and it is possible. Number 1, competence. Competence is essential. The reason is because you build more confidence the more competent you are. So you need to learn and master your field. Become an expert in your chosen field. You need to study. I recommend reading and developing yourself 30 to 60 minutes each day to stay on top of your chosen field. Number 2, be prepared. Always come to the arena or to the battlefield prepared. If you're going to give a presentation, be prepared. Have an outline. Know what you're going to say. If you're going to a meeting, for instance, always keep in mind, what do I want out of the meeting? What do I want people to do differently after the meeting? When you have that question in mind, what do I want people to do differently after the meeting? It means that you will come up with strategies on how you can influence them more. Becoming influential is not about manipulation. It's about becoming confident with who we are and having an ability to influence others. Number 3, work on your body language. Your body language reveals more than you think. Influential people have a relaxed and confident aura around them. Stand straight, look people in the eyes, be grounded. Let your feet relax, relax your face. Allow your body to speak your message. If you're talking about something funny, be funny. If you're talking about something sad, it's not appropriate to smile, for instance. So let your feelings, allow your body language to convey the message you want to convey to others. Having a confident body language doesn't mean that you can't be nervous from time to time. And it doesn't mean you should fake your confidence. Confidence cannot be faked. But it's okay to be nervous as long as you can handle that nervousness and be relaxed with your body and convey a message of confidence. Standing up straight, for instance, or having a confident posture will lead to more confidence even if you feel nervous. Don't forget to convey your feelings and message through your body language. Number 4, you are important. Influential people know they matter. They have an important message they want to share with others. They can't wait to share that message with others. If you're going to have that mentality, you have to love and accept yourself for who you are. Have a mindset of growth, self-love, and self-respect. You matter and you are important. Your voice matters. Don't allow your past to dictate your present or future. If you look at the greatest people in history, they were not chosen by accident. They decided early on in life that they were important and they had an important message. They picked themselves for that cause. It didn't happen by accident. Nobody becomes a CEO or president or influential by accident. Nobody becomes great or influential by accident. It happens because they have accepted who they are and they believe they are important and that their voice matters. Your voice matters. You are important. We all doubt our abilities once in a while, but if you think people are better than you or that you're not good enough, it will affect your personality and you will not come off as influential. So believe in yourself. You are important. You matter. People need to hear your message. Number 5, character. Character is very important. Having character means to be one. You need to live what you preach. both in private and in public. Influential people know that life is full of hardships, desires, and lusts. But despite the challenges, they have discipline to stay in alignment with their values. Having character means that you live according to your values, whether it is in private or in public. We've all met people with weak characters. It could be a religious leader, it could be a politician, it could be a TV star who preached one thing and in private did something else. You don't have to look far to see that having a strong character is not common. We can start with our own family, and why not take a look in the mirror? Am I always like this? Am I nice and polite to strangers, for instance, but rude and toxic with my loved ones? You can test somebody's character by giving them money, power, or access to sex. And if they change their behavior, it reveals who they are. Influential people have character. Yes, they do have desires as well, but they can delay gratification. And people with character don't change because they have more money or more power or access to sex. They are true to their values and they have strong character. Number 6, storytelling. Influential people have something in common. They tell good stories, but they don't tell any story. In fact, they tell a story and they make a point. If you want to create change and influence and inspire people, you have to learn to tell stories. It doesn't matter if it's a business presentation or you're talking to kids. We all love stories. We can all relate to a story because a story can teach us a message. You can tell stories from your own life and experiences and try to relate the message of the story to the point you're making. For instance, if my topic is confidence, I can start with a story about my own journey and how I overcame my lack of confidence in myself. Sharing with your audience your own struggles without becoming the hero in your story will help you connect with them. It's very important. Don't become the hero in your own story. For instance, if you started with low self-confidence, when did you learn that confidence is necessary? Who helped you along the way? What was their message? Share the hero's message with your audience and then make a point. In my own life, it was my university professor who told me that I needed to improve my public speaking skills if I wanted to make an impact on the stage. He told me this after my presentation. It was a really bad presentation. I was shaking and I was so nervous that even the audience became uncomfortable having me on the stage. So now when I hold lectures on public speaking, I always share that story and also my professor's message, which was develop your public speaking skills because you can make a difference. My story is simple. I failed. My professor gave me advice. He is the hero. I implemented the advice and I succeeded. That's storytelling. I followed the advice and I overcame the challenge. So my message is, it is possible to become an influential speaker. It takes hard work. And I can convey that message by sharing a story. And people relate to stories. So share your story. Number 7, your voice. Your voice matters. I think this one is the most important one, but also the most challenging one, including for myself. How you sound will make a difference. Don't speak too fast or mumble over your words. Instead, speak a little slower and articulate each word. Try to vary your voice and add some feeling to whatever you're saying. This one is hard, but you can try to emphasize certain words that you believe are important. If you're saying something sad or serious, try to sound sad and or serious. Try to slow down and emphasize key words to make an impact. If you want to have a deeper voice, breathe with your diaphragm. If your voice sounds too nervous, for instance, people will pick it up and you will not come off as confident. Try to relax when you're speaking and try to vary your voice. This is very important in public speaking, for instance. Number 8, don't ignore your opponents or critics. This one takes knowledge in the art of knowing how to influence with your arguments. Most people will tell you what they think. Let's say we want to introduce a new project or have a debate. Most people will only focus on their ideas or why their idea is better. And when they talk about their opponents, they will try to discredit them. This is a mistake. Talking about your idea with passion is great, but you need to address legitimate criticism or your opponent's good ideas. For instance, you can start with your idea, talk about how great your idea is, and then when you transition, you mention your opponents and what they are thinking. This takes work. This is about using arguments to try to discredit your opponents and critics. You can talk about your idea with passion, but then you have to address legitimate criticism or address something you know the audience is thinking about. By addressing the elephant in the room, you're now becoming more influential because you're disarming your opponents. Addressing the opponent is not about dehumanizing, defaming, or slandering. It's about mentioning what has been said about you or what might be said. And when you address it, you disarm your critics. Just address what has been said or what might be said that could be used against you, and then share why you are better or more relevant. This is what influential people do. Number 9, use call to action. If you're talking to somebody, before you go or end the meeting or end the conversation, always tell people what you want them to do. Don't end your talk or meeting without telling people what you want them to do. Your call to action should be short, concise, and memorable. If you're giving a talk, don't end with, "It was nice to be here today. I'm glad I came. Have a good day." Instead, summarize your key points and then end with a call to action. It could be something like, "I challenge you to become an influential communicator. Each day, study for 30 minutes and take every opportunity to stand in front of an audience." Always end with a call to action. If you have a Q&A session, have your call to action after your Q&A. Always end with a call to action because this is what people remember. Number 10, have a larger than life vision. Influential people have a larger than life vision. They seem to be working towards a goal that will benefit all of us, and the vision seems to be larger than life. Whatever your message is, try to challenge people to see why they need whatever you're proposing. Speak to people's needs and desires to want to belong and be loved. Have a vision people can relate to. Have a vision and share it with others. How can you make this world a better place? Share your vision with others. And if it's a larger than life vision, people will see you as less selfish. Having a large vision will attract people to you. We're drawn to people who have visions because they make the world a better place. They make our work environment better. They make our families better. They make our societies better. So have a vision and share it with people. Becoming influential takes hard work, but it is possible. Let me know in the comment section which of the areas is your favorite. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.